Hi, I'm here at the World Poker Open with Players TV. Dan, Duncan, and I are prepared to interview all the players as they arrive for the tournament and as they bust out. So come with us as we catch all the action.
Hi, this is Duncan Wilkie reporting for Players Television. I'm here at the World Poker Open with a rather bruised...
Phil Laak. Hello. Sorry, guys. Sorry to interrupt. Do you mind if I ask him a couple questions?
Yeah. Okay,
I won't be long.
Sure. Yeah.
Thank you. Hello,
For
Mr.
those
Laak.
of you at home that haven't figured it out, that was staged, okay? That was, just if you didn't figure it out.
Well, basically, everybody knows who you are, and
Not everybody, only the poker degenerates.
but there's a lot of people
huge
outside that. For example, let me give you an example. The people who watch I Bet You show, the show that you have with Antonio,
Had Mojo went out of business, remember?
Oh.
Past tense. That was what I bet you is good because a lot of people wonder, will I ever peak? And I don't have to ask that question anymore because I know I have peaked. I know exactly where it was. I said to Antonio, this is it. This is the apex of our career. It's the middle of season 2. I could just feel it. I said, no, but they've already signed for season 3. And I said, it'll never get made. They made it, but they never showed it. So I was right. I peaked the middle of season 2. Now it's just enjoy the ride down the hill. You know, it's good.
you know what's really funny is that if I had to compare you to some British person, right?
Yep.
Who do you think I would compare you to? In British poker.
Oh, in British poker?
Yeah.
Not Neil Channing, but he is my favorite. He's like the
By
ultimate
the way,
curmudgeon.
it without a doubt would be Neil Channing simply because if you say to him hello, you get what happens with you. You get a 10-minute reply, and
Right.
he just spiels off and
Right,
goes
in
into
that, yeah.
absolute nonsense.
But you
which
know
is
what?
Perfect because anyway, when I
Yes.
saw you across the room, I had to come over and say hi.
I know, I love it.
And I
By the way, everyone at home, you know this is John Tabatabai, right? The king of England. You know?
Wales. Anyway.
Wales, that's right. Wait,
Okay.
I meant to say the king of Great Britain because Wales is a part of Great Britain.
That's correct.
Yeah.
But anyway, before we
Right.
digress, a couple of questions for the viewers. Now, first of all, I don't think I've ever seen you this clean shaven, and oh yeah, of course, the hair. So I
Yep,
got to ask, well, what is that about?
Super shaved.
You're clean shaven.
By the way, 4 days ago,
sunglasses. You're wearing new sunglasses, which I've never seen you wear before, and
Yep.
I've never seen you ever dye your hair. Like you've gone,
Okay,
basically
so-
you've done, you looks like a parrot. I don't know what's going on.
I'm in the parrot mode. What happened was about 2 days after I had my eye surgery, because with the accident, all the broken bones and the
Should we
stitches.
start with that first then?
No, well, that led into the haircut because I was.
I was gonna come to that next.
I basically was like, hey, how is it that I got so lucky? The doctors with a CAT scan, 10 days after the accident, they said, you really should take a CAT scan with the damage, the trauma your body took, something in your brain. I'm like, what a scam. The CAT scan. Yeah, that's the biggest moneymaker for these doctors going. I'm like, but it was like, okay. I was like, how much is the CAT scan? Because, of course, being an idiot, degenerate gambler, I let my insurance run out like, I don't know, 30 years ago or whatever. So I just was like, how much is that going to be? He's like, $600. And I thought, well, it's probably about 1/3% that they find something, but that 1/3% could change my life. We did the CAT scan. They realized that my orbital socket broke. They had to do surgery, go underneath my eye, pull the fat back in, put a little manhole cover down, a little plastic shield. Now I have a fake orbital socket. And then 2 days after the surgery, which is, they said about 0.5% of the time something goes wrong, and I was not 1 in 200. I was the 199 guys out of 200 that like, hey, everything's good. And I felt like adolescent youth surging through my body, and I was like, wow, when I was 16 I wanted a mohawk, but I don't think it would have gone over well with the rents. So I said, I can do it now. My parents can't object. I have my own place, you know. So I went out, I got a mohawk, and then about 3 days later.
Wait. Before you carry on again, is that actually true?
Yeah.
That's why you got it?
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Okay, carry on.
And then 3 days later, I was like, wow, I'm going to London, and I have all this art space, and so I decided to put the Union, because this would match, right? The Union Jack
By the way,
flag.
this comes on to the third question. How dedicated are you to Unibomber? You've got a dedicated cast. That is
Yep.
pretty impressive.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
like,
We're trying to pick up customers. I think we have 4 customers now.
So how many?
You know,
how
maybe
many,
this video gets me 1 more customer.
How many of these casts did you guys produce in China before you? Or where do you produce your casts from? It's like there's a lot of
Everything's
people-
made in China.
Oh right, okay.
Yep.
No.
And but look
So
at
if we're
this.
to play on Unibomber side, can we get this in the FPP store? Like, can we get loyalty points or rakeback points to get these casts?
But we'll make you up. If you break your arm, if anyone can produce a broken arm, we'll ship them a. I don't know if I can say that on. I don't know how many we have of these. I don't know. I can't promise anything. I just want to gamble. I'll tell you this: if you come to the table and I'm gambling, I'll gamble with you. That I can promise. You know.
Okay, now one last question.
Yeah.
Today you're here to play the World Poker Open. It's a
Yep.
big tournament. It's an incredible lineup. Some of the best players in the world are here. Some funny people, some not so funny people. How do you think it's going to go today? And who you're particularly scared of or look forward to playing with?
I'm scared of the Cherry Bomber, but he hasn't come out in a long time. That's when I lose my mind and play really bad.
Yeah.
He hasn't actually made an appearance since the enduro session I did. I kind of snuffed him out, I think, for life maybe with that session.
Okay.
And I'm really looking forward to playing with this young, brash, really fun guy. His name's John Tabatabai. You might know him.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello.
Hey, he's going to be at my table.
You want to take over the interview?
And I would like to add that these shades are actually not new. They're actually the first pair of shades that I wore after the Celebrity Invitational that I won. The first new pair of shades that I got after that were these. I wore them for about 6 months. Then I got the other ones. And the last 2 years I've been wearing the mirrored Wardens, the mirrored shades that look like sheriff glasses. Yeah. And but I realized that these glasses match the hair and the cast. So it was mostly a fashion decision. I'm just trying to be fashionable. You know, I'm in London. Fashion's a big deal here, you know.
As it happens, right next door there's a big fashion award going on.
Yeah.
Less than 10
and you're a
minutes
keen
Okay.
follower of fashion
I
as well.
I keep saying this. I keep saying last question. This really is the last question.
I love John Tabatabai.
The absolute last question.
I'm so jealous of Antonio because Antonio's hanging out with John. He's staying at his house and stuff, but I don't get to stay at his house.
One last question.
I mean, I'm happy to be
The trousers. Talk us through this.
Oh, yeah. So check this out. I bought these trousers.
From Neil Channing?
No.
Oh, okay, sorry.
But have you seen his gold shoes? What
Yes,
a fashion travesty that is, you know? I thought he was wearing them as a joke.
Kettle, black. Yeah.
But he wasn't wearing them as a joke. I bought these pants in all earnestness
yeah, okay.
In an earnest way.
Yeah.
I bought them about 3 or 4 years ago. I wore them one night and I thought, that's pretty
reasonable, by the way.
I don't really want to wear these pants again.
A lot of value out of that.
Well, no. Then they went into the closet for 3 years, and then when I was thinking, oh well, what do I want to wear?
Still too early.
See, with the mohawk, I realized I couldn't really wear a hood. So then I said, well, what's going to go with just a black T-shirt? And then I found these, and I was like, wait a minute, these match my hair. And so it's all a thing. See, the hair is just forcing, because I needed pants with a red stripe, because my hair is got a red stripe, right? So I'm trying to be like aerodynamic in every way possible. So the pants, the hair, everything makes me go faster, you know? Yeah. London's a fast, busy place. I want to be able to move quickly through the streets, you know? So that's it.
Okay.
That's the explanation.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the great Phil Laak, also known as the Unabomber. Thank you very much for taking time out to speak with us.
Can I have a hug?
Here at Betfriend WPT.
John Tabatabai. I'm hanging out with him right now, and you're not. You can watch it, but I'm
from
right
the Palm
next
Beach
to him.
Casino. Cheerio.